Hello there. Welcome to part 3 of my brutally honest sales pitch for my 36-foot Catalina 1987, hull number 741. First, let me finish a part of part 2. The autopilot is so new that I haven't finished installing it. Here's the 10-foot power cable that has to go through the back of the cockpit all along this side and up into this panel. And frankly, I'm not sure if 10 feet will be enough. That could be, you might need some more. Also, this the ring for the wheel that goes on the wheel. We were sailing and someone kicked it as we were heeling or something, and it opened up and it spilled out all of the ball bearings. There's some ball bearings in there. I think between the two, you should have enough, but that's just, I mean, it's just another one of the jobs that I just did not have time for. I do not have time for anymore. So it's part of the reason we're selling the boat. Let's start at the back, shall we? The back is huge. It really, oh, there's a live fling too. That cabinet over there, I keep a vacuum in there. Any small things if you tried it, but there's no floor. So anything would go down to the bilge. You don't want that. But the vacuum is large enough that it doesn't fall down. That's at least a full-size bed. I think it might be close to queen. And then underneath the sail here, there's little removable cushions so you can kind of walk back and forth. Behind that mirror is a cabinet that you can hang things in. And then under here, there's this. As far as any storage goes, the cabinet is pretty much it. There's water tankage on this side, water tankage on the other side, and in the middle, it's just mechanical transmission, everything else. But it's got a low ceiling, so it's claustrophobic feeling. And so my kids sleep back there. Let's go to the fridge. The fridge is pretty awesome. It is thick. It holds cold really well. Yes, that's hams. Go ahead and touch me. It's really quite deep. Has a little freezer in the back. That's pretty deep as well. The downside is it sucks batteries down fast. This little ring is fine. This little ring is broken. Let's talk about the oven. So, my family had 8 paper towel rolls open just all throughout the boat. I have no idea what they do with all those. Here, this. 2 burners, cutting board, gimbaled oven. You can unlock it. It's right there. It's compressed natural gas, and the tank needs to be refilled. It's empty, and they won't let us refill it because the tank needs a static test. And that's just another one of those things. I don't have the time for it. So that's part of the reason we're getting rid of her. Oh, mosquito. This food storage area is massive. We give chips for life in there. Little slidey. Everything on the boat is coming with the boat. It's even pots and pans, whatever. Strainer. There's tools and stuff and other cleaning supplies. That just is going to go along with the boat. Let's come to the electrical panel. It is the original electrical panel. So if you are inoffensive, you're not going to like this. It's a hot mess. And there is a little AC breaker right over there. That AC powers the AC. The air conditioning. This boat does have air conditioning. It only runs on shower power, but I mean, we're on Superior. We frankly don't have to use it that much, but it's nice when you do need to use it. Make it some light. There's a little thing that flips out. There's another massive drawer for kitcheny stuff. Here's the through hole for the sink. And underneath this, behind this big drawer, is the through hole for the air conditioning. Currently the plug is removed. So make sure you put that plug back in before you run the AC, because otherwise you'll just be pumping water into your bilge. Sink works great. I never had an issue with water pump. It's fine. Never had an issue. There's a little desk over here. Oops. There goes my mic. One moment. 4 drawers, one little flippy thing out for kitchen tools. They get progressively smaller on this side as you go down because of the curvature of the boat. 2 group 27 house batteries are under here, currently disconnected, and 1 group 27 starter battery that also runs the windlass is right there, and there's the windlass breaker switch right there. There's little cubby holes behind this cushion and this cushion. Manuals, all the manuals you'll need. Everything pertinent to the boat is in here. Also, Nigel Calder's, basically, boat owner's Bible. Seriously, that has everything you need to know about boats. These things work now as emergency flares for the Coast Guard. So those pass. It doesn't matter now anymore if your flares expire, because that thing, you just change batteries every year. They're the big batteries, the Type C. There's some tools in here. Electrical stuff. That's staying with the boat. Cleaning equipment. Sorry, like I said, I'm moving out, and that's kind of a mess. This bed turns into, a dining area. Little pole and little base there. The table's wobbly as heck. It really, I've got to be honest, it's not that great. Let's see, this also turns into a table here. It has a little drawer, a fancy little drawer, and hangs up on those things right there. All right, let's go to the head. Catalina 36 heads, seriously, are some of the biggest sailboat heads I've ever seen. This is huge. Jabsco toilet is 5 or 6 years old. I had to make this quasi little weird base thing out of plywood, marine plywood, because the fiberglass was just disintegrating, and seriously, the toilet was super wobbly. Felt like you were going to fall through. And so when I got the new toilet, I fixed that. Replaced some of the hoses at that time. The holding tank doesn't stink. We don't get much sewage smell in the boat. A lot of boats do. But there is a hint of pee in this. One of these hoses in here is compromised. It's either that far one or this vent hose right here. I strongly suspect it's the vent hose. But you do get a little bit of a smell if the boat has been closed up for a while. Has a shower pump, and this faucet turns into a shower hose. That faucet really kind of sucks. There's 2 through holes there for the sink and toilet that you need for freshwater supply to flush. And just make sure those are closed when you're sailing. One of my sister's kids left one open while we were sailing hard one time, and the holding tank got filled with fresh water. So that was a little kink in the trip. Here is where the compressor unit is for the AC. The flooring, the sole is really, it's a 38-year-old boat, but it's really pretty good, except the kitchen area and the companion area. There's like, I mean, there's some dents and scars. But I mean, overall, for a 38-year-old boat, it's really in pretty good condition. And all the wood and everything. Some of it could use a little pledge, but really, it's an overall pretty good condition. Here's the access for the wiring for the mast stuff and the mast step. Little fold out thing right here. That's pretty deep. Oh, it has a sling that my dog used to use. I think I'm gonna keep that. Sorry. Another one on this side, 3 drawers. And life jackets. Tons and tons of life jackets. Oh, here's my last dog's life jacket. I might take that. Let's see. There's little screens for the vents. You'll see little screen. I mean, there's screens that are kind of made. I have all covers on, but if you'll dig around, you'll find some screens. When I was repairing the deck, some epoxy dripped down, made a little puddle there. Oh, there's the Maxwell windlass switches, and so yeah, once every couple of years or once a year, it's just a bad design. They get filled with gunk, and you have to take them apart and clean the contacts. But after that, they're fine. Bunch of electrical stuff in there. And that's it from bow to stern. And that's the tour of the boat. I'll see you in part 4.